Okay, well, good morning, everybody out there. I'm Marty Mangello, and glad to see you with us. We have Blandin Akakpo from Togo, Africa today, our Africa Committee chairperson, and we don't have a perfect connection, so please give us a second if there is a delay for anything with the video feed. There may be a small delay, and we're, of course, working on the strongest connection that we can come up with. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be ready to go here in 1 second. Well, thank you, everybody. Please send in your comments to us, and we will put them up on the channel. We feel very lucky to have Blandin with us today. And also, he recently had sent some wonderful information about Togo and the port of Togo. So I'd like to bring up a map for that right away. Let me make sure that Blandin looks like you're muted, Blandin. And you've actually muted yourself, so I can't unmute you. It says I'm not allowed to unmute you. So I know he'll work on that, but I did want to bring up again a map of Africa so that people could see where we are talking about. And let me just make sure that we share audio for this particular feed today. Okay, very important indeed. So, yeah, this is the best. I know a lot of people have asked me in the past where we're talking about, and they may know actually Nigeria, and sometimes people know where Ghana is over here. But this is where Blandin is speaking with us right now from the country of Togo. So you can see the way Blandin was explaining to me this week in a wonderful article, which we're going to be bringing up today, that Togo was set up as a sliver, and it's kind of a long country up and down, and the main capital is Lome, right here. And so part of that article that he had sent featured a lot of the famous buildings and driving around the capital. So let's just do that 1 second here. The Onoma Hotel Lome. If you're ever wondering what things look like if you were to visit, and I think a picture is worth 1,000 words. So these are some of the hotels.
Yeah,
the hotel.
if you're done,
Yeah, it sounds like
so
we
that I
can.
can start speaking, introducing.
Yeah, it sounds like we can hear you now.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Senator Martins. This is Blandin Akakpo, a member of USPC. I'm very, very sorry for my recent absence due to unforeseen events, but I'm back now. I'm sure I will no more miss any of the events here. I'm in charge of the Africa Committee within the USPC, and today I am honored to talk about Togo, my country, especially two institutions, the Togo Port Authority and the Togo Investment Corporation, which are two main institutions in Togo that drives the Togo economy. Now we can start with the Port Authority, which is the main topic. We have in West Africa different ports that receive containers, goods from wherever, from Asia, from Asia, from wherever, Europe, America, Latin America. But in West Africa, we are privileged to have, courtesy to the German, because it is the German that did us that favor, to have the deepest seaport in West Africa. Even in Ghana, the seaport of Ghana is not as deep as what Togo has, and we are grateful to Germans for that. Maybe that's one thing they did during their stay in Togo, during the colonization time, that is still there as a good legacy. So we have that port that is about 14 meters deep, 14 meters deep, a port that can take in as much as ships and deliver and serves a lot of containers to West Africa every day, millions of containers. And the Togo port serves Benin Republic, people, Ghana business people, other goods from around the world. And despite the fact that they have a good port, they transit those things through the Togo port because of the quality of our port, because people usually say that Togo have a free port, meaning that the cost of doing transaction at the Togo port is comparatively low. It's low compared to the other ports in the West Africa. But we are lucky, apart from Benin and Ghana, the other countries are interland countries like Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger. They don't have port, they don't have sea. So most of them, not most, all of them, every day, they are in Togo awaiting their containers from Dubai, China, Hong Kong, wherever. And that is what makes Togo the hub for the West Africa trade. And I can tell you that the Togo port can make up to, according to the latest statistic, the Togo port can make up to 7 billion CFA a day. 7 billion CFA a day. That is what the government alone makes. But now, if you want to add what the multinationals that are there in the port, like Bolloré, uh, SSPC, we have companies from China who are into shipping, who have set up in Togo for maybe decades now. Bolloré from France, which is currently having problem with the Togo government and Mali government because of their corruption aspect. We pray that they will be going soon, so that the country can take back its property. So we have Bolloré, we have SSPC from China, you have few, I think two shipping company from America too that are operating in Ghana. Even Senator Martin, I want to inform you that the company that is in charge of the whole logistic, the security for the port of Togo is an American company. It's an American
Amazing.
company run by run the company whose managing director is a retired colonel from America.
Amazing.
He is
We
in
want to
charge
have
of
him.
the
We
whole
want to have him
logistics.
on the show. If you can bring him on the show.
Pardon?
I was saying it would be great to have him
I
as a
didn't get you
guest.
right.
It would be great to have him as a guest on the show.
Yeah, what I actually wanted to do initially before March 2nd is to have two journalists who speaks English very well. Then we go to the port, we do videos, we interview the public relations director of the port, we go to the managing director who is a brother to the president, we go to the managing director so that he will explain in depth all the contribution of the port to West Africa, the whole thing that the port does economically for West Africa and nationally. And then we do that video to show during our this thing before my mother's problem and all this. That's what I actually wanted to do. We have to get these guys. If you want to have a very good video information about the Togo wise, this is something that we can do. The journalists are there, we can arrange, and we go back to the port, and now appointment with the managing director, the marketing guy, the public relations, the managing director of
Yes.
Togo Investment Corporation too, who I know because I know his wife very well. He also accepts for this company that I'll be talking about very soon. So the Togo port, which has been created, will I say, in between 1964 to and the German, but inaugurated on April 26, 1960. That's the first day of Togo. And since then, most countries to even most time Francis, because they know we have the expertise. The most of the African people, especially they do rely on Togo port and their businesses and whatever it is. So in summary, that we Togo is in the year 2010, the politicians used to call our port the country's economic heart, the heart of our country's economy.
Yes.
Because according to the National Assembly, 86 national budget from the port.
Yes, and we have some information here about the Port of Lomé and Togo Terminal. So this has been pretty interesting. Again, if Blandin gets a little patchy, he is about 4 hours ahead of us in Togo today. So depending on the undersea cable or the satellite that we're bouncing off of, please give him a second.
Okay, thank you very much. So if you know, I'll continue talking while the other people, the colleagues, will join us. Should I?
Oh yes, please.
Thank. Okay, thank you. So as we do, port is very, very important to Togo economic wise.
Okay, let me just bring up a map here of the Port of Lomé that he is talking about. So everybody can kind of see this. So this is the Port of Lomé. And let me do this for everybody out there. We lost Blandin for a second. That's okay. He'll be back. Yeah, let me showcase just as a window for folks. It may be a little bit easier for people to see. Okay. So yeah, this is the Port of Lomé, and everybody out there, you should still be able to see us, yeah, on the left. So like I said, Blandin will be back, but the Port of Lomé that he has been talking about so much and sent me the excellent information this week is right here. And the terminal in Lomé, originally what Blandin was saying was this entire port was built by the Germans. And this really expanded over the course of maybe 30 years. And when we're looking at that map, it's important to see, you know, what I was mentioning. Let me just shrink this out for everybody a bit. But of all the ports in Western Africa, what Blandin has been saying is that the port of Togo is really servicing a tremendous amount of Africa. And so that is key because it's a deep water port, which was a first that was ever done. You can see when you come in here. We're still here, Blandin. We're just waiting for you to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no problem. We were just waiting for you to come back. And we're showing the port of Lome. But yeah, this was one of the first deep water ports that was dredged and ever done. And I'm going to bring up that history for everybody to take a look at. But for you shippers out there who are considering doing different things, you'll notice the container yard and draught is 12 to 15 meter. So for us Americans, that's pretty deep. You're talking about, uh, 30 to 45 foot deep in feet. The total wharf length is 950 meters, so that's almost 3,000 foot long. And this was from Balore ports, but also additional information on the port itself. I was looking at and just driving around Lome again with some of the photos that Blandin had sent over. Let me finish just showing a couple of those to folks. Many have been asking, if they went, what would it look like? What is there? What would they be able to see? And so, Amui, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Yo, Marty, I'm doing great to see you too. I'm doing very great. I hope everybody is fine.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're trying to get Blandin on. He was having some problems and dropping off. Yeah. So I'm just was showing the port because he had sent the information over this week on all the history about the port of Lome. Yeah, they're in Togo, and the modernization of the terminal. So I think he's been having some problems getting on. But anyway, let me go back to that. I was just kind of showing around a little bit around Lome. And have you been over there to visit?
Yeah. I want to go to Lome, but at the moment, I don't have anything doing there. So I'll only go to Lome if I have something to do there.
Okay.
But as
I got you. Well, let me zoom this out because Amui is coming from Ghana on today's call, and that's the next door neighbor here. So make it possible for people to see. Yeah. So Amui is over here in Ghana, the next door neighbor, and their main capital, of course, is Accra. So this is where the huge project is working right now for several $100 million with the United States Export-Import Bank of America. And I know we've covered this in past presentations, but this is going to clean about 80% of the water for Accra to have this dam built and everything. And this is where Amui is coming to us from today in Ghana, the next door neighbor. So that's a huge project.
Okay.
Now let me see if I can bring up his.
Amui, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Etisa.
oh yeah, Mr. Blandin, we are doing great. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Nyamiado. That's all I can say.
That's what you can say. Oh, Mr. Blandin, you are close to me and you can't speak the tree.
That's all.
That's all. Okay,
Can you
okay,
speak
okay,
my
okay,
language?
okay, okay. Your language is rather unfortunate. I can't speak.
Yeah,
Thank goodness we have
so
English.
on. Let's. Yeah, have English, not French. English.
Yeah. Hey, français, c'est bon.
But not business wise. Not business wise.
Now I
Okay,
had
can I continue?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So after the board presentation that I just did, I was talking about the main businesses that are of high importance to the Togo government and the Togo people. We have global trading because of the hub that the Togo country constitutes due to our ports. There's a trading every day from China, Hong Kong, containers that come, especially transit from Togo port to Ghana, to Benin, Picos, and we hold that and very fair business point for the government. The second one is government putting money, a lot of money in urging the youth to agriculture because the white collar job is not giving anything. So they are giving money. We train the youth, like I told Senator Martin the other day, we train them in agricultural entrepreneurship, give 3 million safer, 5 million safer. 3 million safer is about $6,000. It was the project. The government will give you that money to start, and we will go and be checking. If you are using your money very well, you start get your project. And we have, for your information, is soya beans. The quality of the beans that Togo produces is not in Africa. I know Ghana produces cocoa beans more than Togo, but we produce soya beans, and the quality of a very, very higher this thing. We have soya beans. And the third point, the third department concern for the government is tourism, hospitality. Senator Martins, when you come to Togo today and you want to get, or if you want to come to Togo and you need a 4-5-star hotel, you need to book it at least 2 weeks before you land in Togo. My hotel, for instance, is not even yet 2 stars. So nobody, when you come, I will show you, but you can't sleep there. But you can't sleep there. So a lot of people are investing into hospitality now. A lot of people, and according to the publication that I sent to you, the tallest building in Togo is not the ECOWAS Africa head office. The tallest building in Togo is a hotel built in 1973 that we call Hotel de Février, which is a 32 stories. That is where presidents, when they come, they do lodge. That is where ministers, the business moguls, when they come to Togo for business to meet the ministers, that's where they stay. That is where they stay. It's of a class. Anyway, it's 5-star hotel managed by an international group, and they are doing very well. I know there's a switch there that costs 1 million safer. That is $2,000 a month, a night.
Mm-hmm.
That is $2,000 a night. There's a switch there that costs. I have a guy from Dubai, and that's where he chooses to sleep. Almost 1.1 million safer, almost $1,000 a night. So we have those 3 sectors that are very important to the Togo government. And anytime we meet investors, anytime we meet business people who are interested in West Africa, and I want to talk to them about Togo, what I do is I try to look at this thing. And what do they do? It's either hospitality. A lot of people are getting interested in hotels now. It's either hospitality, international trade. You use Togo as a hub to bring in your goods from, because the cost of shipping to Togo, the cost of the customs duty, everything is lower compared to Ghana, Benin. So most of them do pass through Togo. And most of the Ghana people who are using the best of the cars today, they pass their cars from America, Europe to Togo. Because when you send almost a new car to Ghana, you pay almost like 90% of the cost of the car as a duty. But in Togo, you might end up paying maybe 20-25%, and you drive it across the border and put and sign and change the sign plate. So these are the advantages that we have, and it's making Lome busy every blessed day. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Well, I was very surprised to see.
That is why Togo Port.
It says, when you land in Togo, that most products can be delivered to every country in Africa within 1 day. So just within 1 day from Togo, the delivery is immediate.
Yeah, they say 1 day. That is the system they put in place now that we call AVD. If before the ship in which your container is, before the ship arrives, you've been able to do all the paperwork. So from the first day, in the early morning of the arrival of the ship, you go and pay your customs duty and your container is out. And there's a truck awaiting. That's even why the Togo Investment Corporation that I will be talking about is trying to, they pay already, the Togo government is paying for it, billions of CFA, to renovate the railway from Togo ports to Burkina Faso, Niger.
Right,
and
the railway.
So as soon as railways, yeah. So the project is on. That's why the Togo government initiated on its own that fund that we call Togo Investment Corporation. It's not a sovereign fund. We don't have enough money to fund projects for outsiders, but the Togo government put in place 3.5 billion, 305 billion CFA as a fund to buy equities in all companies that are promising, that have potentials, but are badly managed. For instance, Shell Togo, the Togo government bought it. Exploitation, Togo government bought Shell Togo. So it becomes now Togo Oil Company. And they are buying into companies like that. And they are shareholders, it could be 40%. Shell Togo is 100%. The other day they bought into another company, agricultural company from India. They bought 35% in it. And they become members of the board of directors, everything. So they are trying to attract knowledge from those people. They are trying to bring them by force, because if we own shares in your company, but we say we need you, out of what you have as a capital, we should be able to set up something in our country for the youth, because our youth needs job.
Yes.
Our youth needs job. So that's another strategy that Togo government is using. It's working perfectly. So Togo Investment Corporation is a branch, is attached to the government. It's just like Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Amui.
Yes.
It's just like Ghana Investment Promotion Center. Yes. And we do
I have a little bit of information here we can take a look at. I'll share my screen right now for the port. And this was another very nice article on Togo's Port of Lome from the West African Brief. So is saying that Togo's port has become a regional transit hub, and is now West Africa's leading port with a capacity of 1.1 million 20-foot containers. These are TEUs. And thanks to the modernization efforts, the Port of Lome was able to triple its capacity from 311,000 containers in 2013 to now 1.1 million. And this is even increasing more in 2021. So
it's increasing. Yeah. Because there are a lot of projects, they are expanding the capacity. There's a company we call Togo Terminal, which is, that company continue to construct terminal containers because when the ships arrive, they don't have place anymore to accommodate all the containers. So that is why that figure is given. But when they will have space, enough space to take all those containers, we know the figure will be treated here.
Yeah, and we're going to take a break and have a commercial. We'll be right back, everybody, with our friends from Africa. Amui has been nice enough to join us. Also, Chairperson Blandin Akakpo of Togo. And we'll have some more questions from the audience. So I really appreciate it. Let's take a break for about 3 minutes. I have to run a few commercials. And we'll be right back with the show.
Hey,
Thank you
Chef
very
out
much,
here.
Senator.
Want to tell you about my Amazon best-selling memoir cookbook, A Chef is Born, chock full of recipes, also ranked the 77th book of all time out of 99, according to the Book Authority.
It's a good book, but I'm a better chef than you. Yeah.
Mr. Blandin, please.
Did you
I have
ever
a
miss
question.
someone who has passed away?
No
Now
problem,
there's
Amui.
Miss
Thank
You
you.
Gram app, giving people a brand new way to tribute the lives of deceased loved ones, or simply remember tender memories. This exclusive app is a user-friendly social media platform, giving people everywhere a respectable and comfortable place to create private or public memoriams. Miss You Gram has additional features like chat rooms and links to deceased databases and inspirational quotes. Users can also comment and connect on public posts. Join us and keep memories alive forever. Everyone wants to be remembered. For more details and download on the Google Play or Apple App Store, visit miss-u-gram.com.
Yeah.
Did you know that at least half of the world's population still does not have access to essential health services? One of the biggest problems in developing countries is the lack of medical monitoring devices. We have a solution. Kipuwex. Kipuwex is an easily attachable, lightweight IOMT device which continuously measures all the clinically relevant biomarkers vital to the assessment of your health. Kipuwex uses smart algorithms to provide efficiently reliable measurements for healthcare professionals. The biomarkers can be monitored remotely, anywhere and at any time, with a mobile and web application. Kipuwex is not limited by physical infrastructure and is suitable for professional use and in the future for home users as well. A simple user interface will let you choose which biomarkers you want to view and displays them on easy-to-read graphs. We here at Kipuwex want to combat healthcare inequality and help millions of people around the world.
Well, we are back again with the Africa Committee show, and feel very lucky to have Blandin Akakpo, our chairperson of Africa, back with us again. And Blandin, how hot is it over there today? What's the temperature like?
The weather is very sunny. Can get, I don't know, c'est quoi la température aujourd'hui? Ça peut atteindre. Just a moment. I know the weather is very hot, but since
Okay.
Là, il 30 alors. It could be between 27 to 30 anyway, Celsius. Not
Okay.
cold. It will be between 27 to 30 Celsius. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Today it is about 80 degrees Fahrenheit here in the southern states of America.
80.
Yeah. So I'll have to bring up a Fahrenheit to Celsius chart. Merci beaucoup. But anyway, we are back also with Amui Quaye. Has a much better lighting this time. Amui, thank you so much for the excellent lighting.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Your image is clear now.
And Blandin, take it away. Please continue.
Yeah, I was talking about, I think we spoke about the Togo port, which if someone needs more answer, the person is welcome to ask questions. I was talking about the Togo Investment Corporation, which is that corporation the Togo government created because in 2000, the Togo government initiated a program that we call National Development Program. And in that National Development Program, you have 3 priority axes. First is to make Togo a hub for services for the whole West Africa, to become a service center for the whole West Africa. Secondly, to be able to have agricultural product transformation centers, industries in Togo. Instead of producing crops of maize, soya beans, things like that, and continue to export them, is stopping because people are now setting up, people are now creating transformational industries for Togo investment through Togo Investment Corporation. And the third, which is very, very important to the government, is to be able or to become that transport or logistic hub for Africa, for West Africa, to make Togo that logistic hub. And the first big project that they are on is that railway project from Togo Port to Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou to Niamey and Bamako, which is costing them money, but they know it will ease traffic when it comes to sending containers through transit, and also attracts more all clients to Togo ports for Togo ports. So we have that, and they have money, and that's what they are doing with. So you go on the Togo Investment Corporation website, you see the three axes that I just talked about, and everywhere the president goes to, the prime minister, Mrs. Victor Dogbe Tomegan, there's no day that she receives diplomats, accreditation, international business who come to tour the country. The first thing that they discuss is what can, in order to help the government realize the three goals of the National Development Program. It is very, very important. And the government give it up to 2025 as a deadline. It was supposed to be 2022 or 23, but because of the coronavirus, they push it further to 2025. And by end of 2025, Togo, the country should be able to have that railway. The country should be able to become a center for agribusiness transformation centers. The Togo should be able to become a service center, global business service center for West Africa. That's what they are doing, and they are all. It's a big project. Everybody is busy. I mean, contributing on its own. It's a project. It's a program that is transversal to all governments. It's not that it's only the government of trade. You have the government of industry, the government of construction. Because, for instance, when I received people from Ivory Coast the other day, they are interested in building social housing in Togo. We went to the minister. The minister said, no problem, we can, but it has to go according to the philosophy of the National Development Program. Because that is
I think this is what's really important is I didn't know anything about this, and for investors coming in to find out this information, I didn't know anything. I have a video here from the government of Togo about the port. If it's okay with you, I'd like to show the video.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put this on so people can watch the film that was made about Togo. And what I did was I subscribed to the official Togo port and the official Togo Investment Corporation. You can subscribe to their channel, and then when there's an update, you get an immediate notification. So let me put this movie on that was made here, guys, and we'll take a look at what is happening, because this is just like awesome. I'm so glad we're having these meetings to find out this information and share this with other people. Let's see what's going on.
La République du Togo, au cœur de l'Afrique de l'Ouest, affiche depuis quelques années une réussite politique et économique qui donne des résultats visibles. Une croissance économique réelle du Togo entre 2005 et 2015 établie à 4,3% en moyenne par an et qui devrait continuer à croître au cours des années à venir selon les prévisions. Un accroissement de la richesse réelle des Togolais de 2% annuellement en moyenne. Une croissance du PIB réel par habitant qui a accéléré entre 2013 et 2015 et qui a triplé durant cette période comparativement aux 6 années précédentes. Le gouvernement de la République togolaise a mené des actions permettant un changement structurel de l'économie togolaise afin d'augmenter son impact sur le revenu par habitant.
It's great footage.
Ces objectifs ambitieux requièrent l'introduction d'approches nouvelles et novatrices de développement. Au nombre de ces approches figure la redéfinition du rôle de l'État dans les entreprises publiques et les investissements stratégiques dans des projets économiques catalytiques susceptibles d'élargir la base industrielle de l'économie togolaise. C'est dans cette vision qu'a été créée, par décret le 14 novembre 2012, la société d'État togolais Togo Invest, avec un capital social de 20 milliards de francs CFA et l'État togolais comme unique actionnaire. Togo Invest a des objectifs majeurs, dont la concrétisation permettra de dynamiser et de moderniser l'économie togolaise.
Togo Invest est une société qui est détenue à 100% par l'État. La mission principale qui nous a été assignée par le gouvernement est la mise en place.
That is the managing director of Togo Investment Corporation.
Yeah, that's the managing director.
Les actes de levier.
Yeah, it's called Samuel Quaye.
He looks great, man. What a great looking suit.
les projets sur lesquels on peut travailler pour
He's a former banker. He used to be deputy managing director of African Development Bank.
C'est fantastique, c'est fantastique.
Les d'investissement s'articulent autour de 3 points. Les secteurs d'investissement. Dans ce domaine, nos investissements couvrent essentiellement les infrastructures, l'énergie, la logistique, l'agriculture et les mines. Pour ce qui est des types d'investissement, nous prenons des actions minoritaires ou majoritaires sur des projets stratégiques pour l'État togolais. Nous créons aussi des co-entreprises avec des sociétés nationales et ou étrangères.
Les actions de la société d'État sont entrées dans une phase active autour d'un projet majeur qui coïncide parfaitement avec les actions prévues aux axes du PND, Plan National de Développement 2018-2022 du Togo. Il s'agit de la mise en œuvre d'un corridor moderne de logistique et de développement couvrant le Togo sur toute sa longueur et servant sa propre économie, de même que celle des pays de Niderlande. Ce corridor est l'élément principal de l'axe 1 du PND.
Le corridor de développement du Togo est un projet d'envergure axé sur la réalisation de réseaux d'infrastructures ferroviaires, routières et de télécommunications sur tout le long du corridor togolais. Et sans ignorer l'ambition de ce projet, la mise en œuvre du corridor de développement du Togo.
I will talk to you about this lady. She's one of my best friends in Togo. I will talk to you about her when we finish.
Okay, c'est parfait.
Yeah.
It's perfect, c'est parfait.
Un instrument mis en place par l'État togolais pour être une interface légitime vis-à-vis des investisseurs privés souhaitant déployer des activités au Togo, mais également pour structurer et dynamiser les investissements à faire dans l'économie nationale de façon coordonnée et dans la dynamique du Plan National de Développement qui ambitionne clairement à terme en 2022 et bien au-delà de faire du Togo une plateforme incontournable de l'économie régionale dont les bénéfices profitent à tous les citoyens.
Okay, now what I did was, just for our viewers out there, if you subscribe right here, and then you change this little bell to all, then the next time the Togo Investment Corporation puts up a film, which their site is available, then you'll be notified that they have a new movie up. So this was really quite awesome. Also, I wanted to just mention the website. When you come in, you have it in français, in French, or English, l'anglais, right here, and so you can kind of switch it to whatever you prefer, communique plus, or if you want it to English, anglais. It's very easy. So this website is quite fantastic. C'est fantastique. And this is the front. Yeah, Doyon. This is the front page of the website. So let me shrink this down. But did you have any comment about this page?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I have any, it's not comment, but contribution to what you just shown. Thank you very much for your interest. And that Togo government anywhere apart from the institution, national institution. So every investor that land in Togo now, they must go to the Togo Investment Corporation. And the government recently, about some early February, created a new ministry that is called the Ministry in Charge of Promotion of Foreign Direct Investments, which is under Togo Investment Corporation. And that ministry has as a minister a former Ora Bank managing director of Gabon, who is a Togolese, Mrs. Rose Mivedor, and she's doing quite a good job, being a project management expert and financial management expert. She's doing quite a good job, and she travels almost every time to talk about Togo. If we can organize this thing again, having these people, she's much more perfect in English than in French. These are the people that will give 1-2 minutes to. I can call her, say, this is the program. We give them 1-2 minutes. They will talk, give the true version of, and they will give the true version of what is on ground and what any potential investor should expect before taking his or her flight from wherever to Togo. Because Togo, we have our arms widely open, and what we need is serious investors. Very serious, and not people that will come. You know, we do receive dreamers too. People, these are people that have been sent by other people in America, in Europe. They land in their suite and say, but the government, the minister in charge of investment told me, Mr. Akakpo, if your people are serious, the president will welcome them. The president himself will receive them. I don't know if I told you about the social housing that I proposed to my Dubai financial partners. If we happen to conclude that, because now what we are waiting for is a letter of invitation from the government. And they are insisting that when they come, they don't want to talk to anybody apart from the president. That's what they do. They were in Senegal, it is the president they met. They were in DRC, it is the president they met. They don't want to talk to any minister that will be messing them up later. So what we want is serious investors. The projects are here. The government is giving land. For the social housing, the government is giving land. In Lomé, they are giving 41 acres of land. In the central Togo, they are giving almost 96. In the north, they are giving 35. The government will give you land. The government will assist you in setting up your company, do all the administrative steps for you to be able to start your project, especially with the industrial platform that they open now. I don't know if I spoke about it.
Well, we'll have to do that next show, because we have another show coming on in 3 minutes, and we would love to have the guests come on. I think en français, nous serions ravis de les faire parler. We would love to have them.
Mr. Samuel Ekwe speaks English very well. The minister in charge of investment speaks English more than French, even though she's a Togolese. Yeah, because she studied in America. She studied in George Washington University, I guess.
Hey, George Washington University!
Yeah, that's what she told me. So there are people who have no problem with English speaking.
Antoine Thomas is a student at George Washington University, and so did also Jackie Kennedy went to George Washington University.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we have to say goodbye for this month. I will see you next month for the Africa Committee meeting. Let me just put that date out for everybody. We're supposed to meet on the second Tuesday of every month. This month we had to push it. I'm so sorry, but next month will be August 10th. So please, at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern Daylight Time, 2 o'clock Togo time.
That'll be 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in Togo.
August 10th, we will see everybody back again. And Blandin, thank you so much for all the work that you do. We really appreciate it.
Very grateful. I'm very, very grateful for the privilege.
Take care, my brother.
Take care, brother, too. I love you.